silent,
Emily silent,
Anthony too, Anthony too, Anthony too, Anthony too.
ready, steady, ready, steady,
Ready, steady,
ready, steady, wiggle. You can wiggle, you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You can jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo,
jump like a kangaroo.
jump like a kangaroo. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle.
Ready, steady, wiggle.
Ready, steady, wiggle.
Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Henry too.
Ready, steady, ready, steady,
Ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady, wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle.
wiggle. Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's, Captain Ben's, Captain Ben's on. Wiggle, 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 Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Emily silent, Emily silent, Emily silent, Emily silent.
Anthony too, Anthony too, Anthony too, Anthony too.
Ready, steady, ready, steady,
Ready, steady,
ready, steady, wiggle. You can wiggle, you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You can jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle.
ready, steady, wiggle.
Ready, steady, wiggle.
Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Henry too.
Ready, steady, ready, steady,
Ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady,
ready, steady, wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle.
wiggle. Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's, Captain Ben's, Captain Ben's on. Wiggle, 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 Ready, steady, wiggle.
side, never like a side. Help me to, help me to, help me to, help me to. Ready, steady, ready, steady, ready, steady, ready, steady. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Jump like the kangaroo, jump like the kangaroo, jump like the kangaroo, jump like the kangaroo. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Ready, steady, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Got to feel the song, got to feel the song, got to feel the song, got to feel the song. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle.
Emily Simon, Emily Simon, Emily Simon, Emily Simon, Anthony too, Anthony too, Anthony too, Anthony too.
Ready, steady, ready, steady, ready, steady, ready, steady, wiggle. You can wiggle, you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You can jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle.
steady, ready, steady, ready, steady, ready, steady, wiggle. You can wiggle, you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You can jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo, jump like a kangaroo. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle.
Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Henry too.
Ready, steady, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on,
Wiggle, 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 jump like the kangaroo, jump like the kangaroo, jump like the kangaroo, jump like the kangaroo.
Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Ready, steady, wiggle. Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Dorothy Wags and Henry too. Ready, steady, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on, Captain Ben's on.
Wiggle,